What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today is day 28 of the 30 days of wholesaling houses. For those that have no idea what the 30 days of wholesaling is, I decided for the month of May to do step-by-step video training showing you for absolutely free how to flip and wholesale houses in your city. So do yourself a favor, go to the playlist in the channel, click on day one, start there, and get all the information that you need to change your life with real estate for free. And by the way, for those that have no idea who I am, my name is Saenz. I'm a 23-year-old real estate entrepreneur. And in this channel, I'm going to be showing you how I have flipped a few hundred homes literally from nothing. I lived at a trailer park at the age of 18, got into real estate, and over the last few years, it's just been insane. And it was all because of real estate. So I want to show you guys exactly how I did it. So with that said, guys, make sure you like this video. It's helping us rank in the algorithm. Make sure you comment down any question you have during the duration of this video. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get going with day 28. Let's go. What's going on, guys? So today is day 28. It has been an amazing journey. This month has been very challenging. I think to be completely honest, this month has been the most challenging to do 30 straight videos, but here we are, day 28, only a few more days to go, so let's get going. In today's video, I'm gonna be giving you guys a step-by-step checklist after you get your first real estate contract. Once you get your first real estate contract signed, I'm gonna give you a checklist to follow so you can follow it step by step so you can actually get paid, because it's one thing just to have a real estate contract, and then it's another thing to have a $10, $15, $20, $30,000 check. And that's what I want you guys to have. I want you guys to get paid by wholesaling houses. So let's go here to the screen. So step-by-step checklist. Number one, once you get your contract with a motivated seller, that is step one. First and foremost, you have to have a contract. And by the way, if this is the first video that you're on, go to the channel, click on the playlist, and start in day one so you can get caught up to speed with everything that we've been discussing. But look, if you have a contract, say that you've already marketed to sellers, you understand the wholesaling process, you put some business cards or bandit signs around, and then you went to an appointment with the seller, you made them an offer, you signed a contract. So, okay, here we are. You have a contract. Once you have a contract with a motivated seller, the number two thing that you need to do is open escrow, start the transaction with a title company. For some people, it's also going to be a closing attorney, but once you have a contract, you're going to find a local title company. I did make a video about how to find a title company, so make sure you go back in the playlist. But once you have a contract, you're going to open escrow with the title company, and that's how you start the process. The number three thing, once you open escrow, you're going to obviously turn in the contract to the title company, and this is where you're going to deposit your earnest money. So in your purchase agreement, you're going to have earnest money, which is going to be $10, $50, $100, $500, depending on the deal with the seller. But once you have the contract, you're going to go to the title company. This can be done through email, or I would just go in person for my first time, and then you deliver a $10, $50, $100 earnest money check. You can do a cashier's check from your bank, or if you have actual checks, you could just turn that in. The number four thing that you need to do is once you turn in your contract, you turn in your earnest money, you're gonna wait for the title company to give you what's called a preliminary report. A preliminary report is the title company looking through all the deeds, all the documents of that specific property or parcel. So they're gonna check if they have any liens, judgments, taxes, if the property really belongs to the seller. They're gonna verify all that information. Once they give you a preliminary report, you're gonna get a list of items on that email or PDF that the title company is gonna send you. And there, with number five, you're gonna review the items, and then you're gonna coordinate with the seller and the title agent to clear anything. Some deals, if they're free and clear, if the homeowner has no mortgage, then they're not gonna have any liens, but they might owe some back taxes, or some people owe to the IRS and child support and different types of liens, mechanic liens, judgments. So all those liens and judgments, you want to make sure that you coordinate with the seller. Hey, Mr. Seller, the title company needs XXX. The title company is also going to pull any mortgages that the seller has. So this is where you coordinate with the seller and the title agency to get all the information that the title agent needs from the seller. Sometimes sellers go ghost. So you want to be able to facilitate and help out the title agent with getting in contact with the seller, making sure that the seller turns all their information in, whatever the title company needs, so then they can clear the title. Number 6 is you're gonna confirm clear title. Clear title is when the title company affirms and confirms that, hey, this one's ready to close, all things are accounted for, and this is our payoffs, and this is what it is. So once they can confirm that, sometimes title companies have to to get like deed sign off. So say it's like if it's a husband and wife, and the wife, you know, passed a few years ago, there's documents that the title company is going to need, but really the title company's job is to do all that. Make sure that you're communicating well with the seller, and then make sure that you have a clear line of communication with the title agent. So if she ever needs something, you can help facilitate that and then advance the process just much faster. So number 6, confirm you have clear title. Number 7, you're gonna market your property to cash buyers. Look, the process that we have is we don't market a property unless we have clear title, because sometimes we've assigned deals and the buyer is super happy, and then come to find out the title isn't clear, so then we can't close that property. They can't get an insurable deed. So make sure that once you have clear title, number 7, you're gonna market your property to cash buyers. And if you don't know how to market your property to cash buyers, I did make a video a few days ago, so just go back on the playlist and check that video out. Number 8, you're gonna get an assignment contract to title. An assignment contract is the way to assign your interest in the purchase agreement. This is how wholesalers get paid, an assignment contract. So you're going to get an assignment contract from a cash buyer. You know, say you have a house, again, you know, the house is worth $100,000, you got it for $50,000 with the seller. You find a cash buyer that wants it for $60,000, you're going to assign your contract for $60,000, which then $10,000 is going to go to you, $50,000 to the seller, and that is how we get paid. So once you find a cash buyer that wants to buy the deal, you're gonna assign him the contract, you're gonna fill it out, you're gonna ink it, you're gonna turn it into the title company along with the earnest money from the buyer. Remember, our earnest money to sellers are typically, you know, let's say $100 on average, and the earnest money from the buyer to you, which that goes to the title company, is about $3,000 to $5,000. So make sure you get the assignment contract turned into the title company. I had a question in the last video. Somebody asked, hey, how do you do a double closing? A double closing is purchase agreement from you with the seller, and then another purchase agreement with you and the buyer. So you just do another purchase agreement for the buyer. So now you have 2 purchase agreements, and that is how you do a double closing. Again, seek legal counsel, check in with your local title company, local real estate attorney, but that is how we do double closings here in Phoenix. We just do a purchase contract with the seller, and then we do a purchase contract with the buyer. Number 9, you're gonna schedule a closing date. Again, the closing period for you and the seller is normally about 30 to 45 days. The closing period with you and your cash buyer, make sure they close in 10 to 14 days from the time that you sign the assignment contract or the double closing contract, which is just another purchase agreement. So once you schedule a closing date, make sure that the buyer knows when they have to close. Make sure that you tell the seller, hey, we're closing on this date. Make sure the property is vacant or whatever arrangement you have with them. And number 10, guys, you close on the property and you get paid. How it looks like is on closing day, the title company is going to have something that's called a HUD, and a HUD is just an itemized, call it like an invoice sheet, where it has the property price, the assignment fee, all the taxes, any liens or judgments or mortgages that need to be paid off. So it's just an itemized sheet of everything. So then the cash buyer is going to see the HUD, and then the seller is going to see the HUD. The title agent or closing attorney is going to schedule the seller to come in and sign, and then they're going to schedule the buyer to come in and sign. And also, they don't necessarily have to go into an office. There's something called mobile notaries, which the title company will send out so they can get all the documents signed with a notary. So they never have to leave their property, but the title company is going to arrange that. Sometimes title agents are going to require your help to get a time scheduled with the seller as far as signing. So just make sure you're diligent. You have clear line of communication with both sides of the party and the cash buyer. But on closing day, the buyer is going to wire in all their funds. If they're using a lender, the lender is going to wire in their funds, and then the cash buyer is going to wire in their proceeds, and then the cash buyer is going to sign all their documents. Again, these documents are prepared by the title company and not you. Seller's going to sign all their documents, signing the deed over, and then when all the documents are signed, the title company takes it all together, and then they do what's called record. So look, this is where the title company comes into play. They're the third party, they're a neutral party, they're going to have all the money, they're going to have all the paperwork, all signed contracts, they're going to put everything together, and what they do then is called record. They're going to record the transaction with your local county recorder's office, and once they confirm that the transaction has recorded, it's a done deal. So once they record, the title company is going to send you an email or call you, hey, this transaction's recorded. And guys, once you see or hear those words, this is where it gets fun, because this is where you get paid your assignment fee. And this is where you tell the title company, hey, yeah, send me a wire, or hey, I'll take a check. I personally recommend for your first deal that you get a check, because it's one of the best feelings that you will ever experience. There's just something about holding that check. We do wires now just to keep everything cleaner, but I remember my first deal, I couldn't wait to just go to the title company and pick up that check. I had to borrow my friend's car to go pick up the check. And I remember like it was yesterday, so it's one of those moments that you definitely want to experience, take your time with, and go pick up your first check and just get that experience, because you worked your butt off throughout this whole process to get to this point. So once you get to this point, celebrate your first deal. And this is a step-by-step checklist that you should follow so you can get paid wholesaling houses. Guys, and that is it for day 28. Thank you guys for the support, the love. Make sure you like this video, comment down any questions that you have. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And by the way, we do have over 50 plus episodes on our podcast, on our All-In podcast, that you should check out. We go over a ton of valuable information to help you in your journey, a lot of quality interviews, a lot of quality people, and a lot of quality conversations on there that you should check out. Guys, and that is it for day 28. Thank you so much. Make sure you like this video, comment down below any questions that you have, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you tomorrow in day 29. Let's go.